What's up, guys? My name is Kit Dale. I'm a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, and for those who don't know me, I'm a pretty good guy. Anyways, unfortunately, we got a very serious event at the moment, worldwide, coronavirus. Don't need to hear it from me. A lot of gyms are closing down right now, and for good reason. They don't want to spread it anymore, and it's leaving a lot of people like you, like myself, frustrated, and maybe you. So I want to give you some tips and advice on things that you can do while you cannot train to keep on progressing. First one, exercise, okay? A lot of people use jiu-jitsu as a stress reliever, and if you're not training, you might have that stress built up, so make sure you exercise. You can do push-ups, you can do squats, split squats, jumping squats, anything to get your heart rate up and to get a little bit of that stress out. The other thing is studying. Most people neglect the intellectual side of jiu-jitsu, and that's understanding it. That's what most people call a fighter IQ. To do that, what I would advise you doing is watching jiu-jitsu matches. Not so much technique videos, you can if you want, but I think jiu-jitsu matches are much more important. But what you really want to do is you want to learn from them. You don't just want to watch them. You can, and I'll tell you why in a second, but I want you to break down the fundamental concepts that make these movements work. For example, I'm going to give you an example right now. I'm going to move this camera. I'm going to show you my screen. Okay, I'll blow this up a little bit. And I'm going to make sure you can see it. I'll just bring it a little closer, my bad. Okay, so this is myself and Keenan Cornelius. And I'm going to show you, there's a sweep here. And I'm going to show you what I advise you do. Instead of looking at the sweep and just imitating the sweep here, which I'll show you right now. The ref gives us a start. I'm in single leg X. And it gives us the all go ahead. I bring him back, collect the leg, and I sweep him backwards. Okay, cool. Now what I want you to do is I don't want you to just imitate that and copy it for bit by bit. I want you to understand what I'm doing here. First of all, I have his leg here, okay? My arm is underhooking his leg's up here. So I know that all I need to do is catch this other leg to be able to stop him from being able to post backwards. If I do that and generate enough leverage backwards, which I'll show you I do in a second, watch me catch his leg. So I bring him forward, I catch this leg with this arm. Okay, watch here, there we go. Now I've got the leg. Now all I need to do is generate enough leverage to push him backwards. Watch me push my hips off the ground with this leg here and push him backwards here. Oh, up, there we go. Enough leverage to push him back. I quickly bring my feet back. Oops, I think I skipped. Doesn't really matter. My point is, what I want you to do is I want you to start looking at movements in jiu-jitsu and start understanding fundamentally what is going on. Because if you do that, then you start understanding the concepts. And when you learn the concepts, jiu-jitsu becomes much easier because you know why they're doing something and not just how. When you know the why, you can change the how. It's so much more powerful. If you are still a beginner and you can't yet identify these things, just watch the matches. You will subconsciously absorb so much information. I remember when I first started, I would roll with people. I had no idea what they were doing. And a week or two later, I just started implementing things that they were doing subconsciously, and I started improving. So sometimes you don't need to know exactly what's going on consciously, but your subconscious mind is super powerful. It'll absorb that by osmosis, and you'll start implementing that straight away already. Other things which are really great, products. I advise you to check out my product, The Art of Mastering Jiu-Jitsu. I've got that online. I teach people how I got my black belt in under 4 years and how I progressed so fast while still working a full-time job, while others were doing all these other different styles of training than me and progressing 5 times slower, training much more than me, but I was progressing faster. Other people that have great products, Ryan Hall, John Danaher, check all those products out. Use this time to develop your fighter IQ, okay? Don't waste it while you can't train. And when you get back to training, you know you're gonna be 10 times better. There's a link in my bio for the products, so I might try and put a link here. If not, I really hope you guys are staying safe. That's the most important thing. Stay safe. I hope your family's safe, and let's get through this together. Okay, take care.